What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TammanBaseballFan.com. I did a podcast last night, and I talked about, uh, asking everybody like, what is the ultimate PC card in your opinion? You could do this with, maybe your favorite player is Bo Jackson, for instance. Maybe you like the A7 Classic Green with him with the Auburn jersey for football on, and maybe the way to make it an ultimate PC card for you is if it were graded PSA 10, or maybe it's a signature. Maybe you have Bo sign it or something. I don't know. There's so many different ways you can go about it. So I've been going back and forth. Like for me, like for Jose Canseco, what is the ultimate PC card, the one that blows away all the others out there, whether it's mine or somebody else's? I came to the conclusion that I don't think that there is a definitive one ultimate PC card. I have, however, taken my maybe 5 candidates here that I think are interesting to note. So I will go through some of them and tell you why I think each one belongs at the table, so to speak, of being the ultimate PC card for Canseco. There's a number of them here. For me personally, because I love patch cards, I have them all as patch cards. But let me go ahead and start off, and I'll kind of show you what I have. So the first one is this. I think this has the making of possibly being Jose's ultimate PC card. So let me talk about this a little bit. 2000 Upper Deck Game Jersey patch is Jose's first patch card ever. It's one of only 2 releases really that he had during his playing career. Like all the others, aside from this one and the one I'm about to show you, except for another parallel of that one, were created after his career. Which is kind of crazy because we've seen so many patch cards for everybody. But yeah, this is his first, and it's the best one I've ever seen. It's got part of the Devil Rays patch there. I did a massive trade for this like a number of months ago. One of my favorites, if not my favorite, I don't know. But it is a beautiful card. The patch right there is just amazing. I love it. Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat this one. But anyways, I will put this one up over here. We'll go to the next one. That's Jose's first ever patch card. This one here is Jose's first ever serial numbered patch card. There's another version of this, if I remember correctly, that is like kind of purple. And it's not serial numbered, but it's the same year. So, but anyways, this is the only serial numbered one. And I guess you could also say this is probably his last patch card, too. So like these are the only 2 really that are out there, and they're both super hard. Like this was like 1 out of 10,000 packs. I think this was close to that as well, maybe even harder. The thing that's amazing about this is the color. Quite possibly the most colorful Canseco patch card ever. And yeah, so that year he was gone. He was out of baseball. So just a beautiful, beautiful card. Definitely given its significance. Hey, like I said, he was actually still playing when this was released, which is just an incredible thing as well. So yeah, those 2 I think definitely deserve to be in the conversation. This next one here, man, okay, so 2017 Leaf Q, flashback 2015, I think is what they call it for some reason. I remember seeing this card before it was released, before it was put out in packs. And you guys, like, my jaw dropped because everything works in perfect symphony with this card. The gold holofoil, the etching on the foil, the signature, the patch. It's an unlicensed card, guys. It's not supposed to be something I can go, goo goo gaga after, but this is exactly, it's kind of funny. I've had tons of licensed knob and barrel cards and patch cards and everything. I don't think there's another card out there that dropped my jaw quite like this one. So this absolutely to me says, screams that it needs to be at the table for consideration of the ultimate PC card for Canseco. And it's a Leaf card. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny to think that. But to talk about this a little more, I remember the release date was going to be when we were on vacation in Florida. We went to Legoland and it was finally listed. And the funny thing about one of one cards is, whenever you go hunting for one of one cards, it's very difficult to get your hopes up for something like this, because this card may never have been pulled. If it was, it may never have been shown online. If it was shown online, it may never have been sold. So a lot of hoops to jump through. But in Legoland, I checked eBay. It was there. I pulled the trigger, and I was happy as a clam. I mean, I just and when I got it, like, I pulled this out. Like the thing is also is like, if you don't like unlicensed cards, it's normally because there's no logos. Well, the patch right there, front in your face, front and center, there's the A's logo, and it's pretty perfect. I don't think you could get any better than this. Like if there's an A's on Jose's hat there, does that make this card better? I don't know, guys. Like it's just, I do remember the feeling of seeing this card for the first time before it was signed, even, by the way, my jaw dropping, going like, wow, this is a special card. This is a really, really special card. And no other card that I've had has dropped my jaw quite like that when I first saw it. So anyway, so we will put this on a stand here. Next one is really an incredible card. I ended up getting this in 2019 on Thanksgiving Day. And Jose has very, very, very few Rawlings tag cards. And it's one of one, unlicensed because it's National Treasures. It's got his sticker signature. And this is how little I care about those little things. Like, I love how all of this works together. The blue holofoil, the signature is nice. This right here in particular is what's most exciting, though. It is actually from a rookie gamer. So the actual content here is kind of what steals the show. It's not just a tag. It's not just any regular tag. It is a rookie jersey tag that was game used. And man, it's an exciting card, especially for a Canseco collector such as myself, because like I said, not only does he not have many Rawlings tag or laundry tag cards at all, having one from a rookie gamer, that is something super special. And it's just super nice to look at. So we will put this off to the side here as well, or up here. The last one I have that I wanted to show is something that's extremely special to me. This is a 2003 Flair Greats Sweet Swatch. This has a massive sleeve patch from the 89 World Series, game used, game worn there. Incredible, guys. Like, this is like, this jumps out in another dimension when it comes to cards for me. It is something that the 1989 World Series was the most important, significant event in all of my fandom of baseball. The 89 World Series, it was my favorite. When I saw this listed, I could not pull the trigger fast enough. An incredible, incredible piece. This is like my childhood right in here, embedded in a card. And I don't know how something can get better than this. But thing is, like, I think it would be cooler if it were maybe a regular standard size card, better design, but it's nitpicking. And that's one of the reasons why I don't think there's such thing necessarily as an ultimate Canseco PC card, because there's so many things that all of these cards have to offer. It's really kind of a fun thing. I guess it keeps it fun because, most all of these have been my favorite card at one point or another, and my mind changes from time to time as well. Here we have 5 different cards. They hit the notes that they hit perfectly. each and every one of them. And I have, many other cards which are really cool. Like I've got my favorite bat barrel. I've got my favorite bat knob. I've got, some other really neat cards. My favorite button card. And there's so many other neat cards. My favorite sketch card, and then a number of amazing 90s cards. But there's just something special about these patch cards to me, y'all. Like, I just really, really, really enjoy them. And again, I think every single one of these uh, deserves to be mentioned at the table of the ultimate PC card for Jose, for me at least. But I just don't think I could mention one over the other. Let me see if I can put this back here. So it kind of looms in the background there. But yeah, these are some very special cards to me. I'm very grateful to have these. And it's funny is like prior to my sell-off, really the only card that's made it through that was this. All these others have been acquired after I sold off my entire Super collection. And this is kind of one of the reasons, or I guess you could say there are 5 reasons why I appreciate collecting selectively like this instead of super collecting. I'm super happy with all of these, and there's probably 5 or 10 others that, in my opinion, in my collection could probably be mentioned in this conversation as well, the ultimate PC card for Canseco. But these cards here probably get me most excited right now, at least. If you ask me tomorrow, it might be something different. The shocking thing is probably these two, I'd say, for people because they're unlicensed. Some people just don't like unlicensed cards. I dislike most unlicensed cards. I also probably dislike most licensed cards because the most important thing to me is the looks of it and the content. This having an amazing patch and this being arguably the nicest card that was put out that entire year. And it's put out by Leaf, so like I said, crazy. A lot of people wouldn't imagine that Leaf would have outdone Topps or Panini or whatever, but I think they really did with this one, for Jose at least. Just its perfection. Like I said, my jaw did not drop as hard with any other card that I've ever had than this one. And some people might think that's kind of goofy, especially because it's Canseco or whatever, but that's the truth. I just remember going, oh my goodness, it's an amazing card. So I'll go through these one more time just to kind of show up close the patches. And I just enjoy looking at these cards, guys. Like these are cards that are on display at all time here, because I look at them every single day. I love these cards. I just love these cards. I'll do one for the 90s or something, or the non-patch, non-memorabilia cards. I'm not really sure, but these are the ones that are most exciting to me. And as far as patch goes, it's hard to beat this World Series. This 89 World Series patch card. I remember doing research on this. I remember there was a 1-of-1 of this as well with the patch, but it's just like the entire window's the World Series patch itself. So there's no like white here. There's another version of this as well where it's the right-hand side, and I saw on YouTube when it was pulled, and the guys didn't even know what they're pulled, by the way, which is kind of funny at that point, but until they looked it up. But anyways, yeah, this right here, guys, like incredible patch. Just a neat childhood memory kind of thing for me to have. To think that this guy here, he is swinging the bat in the 89 World Series with this patch on his shoulder. So just such a neat thing that they've created here. So anyways, that does it for today. I will wrap it up, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope you all have a great day.